So when a new map drops in State of Decay 2, one thing you're going to find is a bunch of Easter eggs, things from clothing to guns, but as it is with Trumbull Valley, it features an array of rare weapon cases you guys can loot, as well as guaranteed new gun loot drops that we'll check out in this video. So my goal here is to take you all around Trumbull Valley, finding rare weapon loot cases. Keep in mind, the higher the difficulty, the harder it is to get the best loot out of these. Also, along the way, I'm going to showcase 100% guaranteed rare guns and some melee weapons. Lastly, I'll have a link below to the map done by Hectorlo on Reddit. Full credit of his markings on the map go to him. With that, if you guys are new, I cover all State of Decay 2 and 3 guides. Also, I cover news. Hit that subscribe button below so you guys can join a fast-growing community. So the first spot we're going to start here on our loot adventure is on the top northern left part of Trumbull Valley, right near the Echo Lab station. Simply to the left of the station is our very first rare weapon case. Keep in mind, this area will typically be covered in plague territory, so if you haven't cleared it, make sure you guys are practicing safe looting. This second spot here is going to be a little trickier. When you leave from the first spot, you're going to take your very first left near the abandoned gas station. You'll go up the road near the exit of the map, then head to this spot near against the mountain. You'll see the trucks parked. Take a hard left into the wall and you'll find a secret pathway and this dead dude nearby, and this will be our second loot case. Our third spot is our first guaranteed loot drop, and it's specifically the looted infirmary building. This isn't too far from spot number 2. Simply just go into the building and loot this scorpion. This will appear on all difficulties. Alright, so this next spot keeps us in the northern area, and this one might already be looted by everyone, but just in case you missed it, it's right near Chavez, as you can see here on the map. The case is simply on the picnic table and very easy to spot. So our next spot actually took me a little bit to find, but it's not too bad. Head to the northern part of the area. We're still up here. Head to the broken bridge. This time though, when you get to the broken bridge and you get to the dead end, take a hard right into the mountain. Here you'll find the Easter egg of the Ghostbusters car, but you'll also find a rare loot case, and it is nestled here between this little bridge. Alright, so from here now, we're going to go all the way down south to Marshall. You're going to stick to the left-hand side of the map all the way till you get to this tower. This tower is going to be your landmark. Jump over this concrete fence, find these cylinders, and you're going to find this rare case hidden between them. Okay, so this next spot is not too bad here. These are going to be 2 loot drops basically in one. They're right next to each other. Mark the embargoed house and the vomitous house on your map in southern Marshall. It's going to be between both of these houses. Now for the engorged house, it's right outside near these thorny bushes. Then what you're going to want to do is go around this house to the house neighbor that's next to it, the vomitous house. Then you're going to hit the back door. You'll see that loot case on the kitchen counter, and that's going to be 2 cases right there, right next to each other. Very easy loot. As for the next spot, we're going to finally leave Marshall and head over to the fields near the plane crash, that infamous plane crash. I'm sure most of you guys know about it by now, but if you don't, it's going to be in this general area. You're on the lookout for the broken wing away from the crash nearby. You'll find the next rare weapon case right next to this broken wing. So this next one's going to be a little harder to find than the rest. You're going to want to check out this area that I have pinpointed here on the map. You'll run up and you'll see these lined up bushes. You're going to want to find this orange tractor because that's going to be your marker. When you find it, you'll see the case is nearby and in between a row of bushes. This next one's going to be a guaranteed melee weapon. It's going to be in the old Jurassic Junction. When you pull up, go to the left and climb the Bronto gas station ladder. At the top, you're going to see a dead body with a weapon lodged in the skull. This is the unique weapon, the Dino Jawblade. It's not the very best melee weapon, but it's definitely unique looking at the very minimum. All right, so we have another guaranteed unique weapon drop here. We're going to go all the way to the old Wilkerson's place, located at the very, very right of the map. Once you see the Wilkerson house, you're going to actually run past it to the left. You're going to go down this ridge and the case will be on the lower end of the path. This case contains a guaranteed Sea Bass Model 94, even though it is in a rare weapon case. All right, finally, we're going to head into the northern region here on the top right of the map in Tanner. And the marker here, pay attention to this. When you pass that famous tunnel, the one that used to be blocked off, soon as you exit the tunnel, jump out of your car, immediately go up to the ridge and to the left, It's a bit of a trek, but you'll find a rare weapon case that's nestled here. You'll also find one of Mickey's stashes if you haven't gotten that one. All right, for this one, you're going to ride up further north up the main road, and when you hit this broken down truck, you're going to drive just a little bit further than this, go right past the guardrail, follow up and take a left, go up in the direction until you run into a spot nestled within the mountains here. This is going to be a creepy, cannibalistic area. You're going to find the rare weapon case on the ground. Just keep in mind, this is just north of this little lake. And finally, let's get to our last spot. This one's kind of in the middle of nowhere at the very tippity top of the map in Tanner. You're going to want to walk or drive all the way over to the other side of the lake. It's almost like the dead center here. Once you do that, you're going to see a little pathway that leads up further in the mountain. You'll run into this old Gatling gun, and the last rare weapon case is right behind it. Now, as far as other guns like the FAL that are unique weapons, those have to be found randomly in these like rare cases or just randomly looting out and about. Some of these don't have guaranteed weapons, but just keep that in mind, guys. If you guys haven't already, subscribe for future guides. I'm Sunny, and as always, stay safe, survivors.